And our paths crossed many, many years. Ironworkers, then we were firefighters, then we were men's club members. Well, I'm going to tell you 2 ironworker stories. First one was like in 1963. We're working on this building. It's like 10th and Ogden. It's a 10-story building. We're up about 5 or 6 floors. Joe and I are the welders. It's a 4-man crew. And we're putting the decking down on these floors. And the guys ahead of us are putting the decking down, and Joe and I are welding it. And we're racing. Well, we raced down this probably 75, 80-foot building. Get to the end, I'm about this far ahead of Joe. I lift my welding hood. Joe goes over the side.
Yeah.
He's got the welding lead in his hand, hook down. He goes over the side. We're hollering, man in the hole, man in the hole. We go down the stairs, and we get down where he was supposed to be. There's a pile of dirt, and no Joe. Where'd he go? Who? There was a guy here, but he went out to the streets, and we look out there. Joe's putting his helmet, all his stuff in the back of his car, and he slams the hood, and he drives off. This is about 1:32 in the afternoon. Get home that night, I call his house. I'm probably not you, but
no, mom's gone. Yeah.
Said, no, Joe's not here, so I thought, shit, he's in the hospital. Next day, we go to work. Here comes Joe. What happened? Well, he says, I knew I'd screwed up, but he says, I had a hold of the welding lead, and about 5 feet from the ground, all the slack came out of it and spun him around and sent him down to this big pile of dirt. I was so embarrassed, I went to a bar. Well, that was in 63. In 64, July of 64, work was bad around Denver. And so we said, Joe said, well, let's, at that time it was called booming out, when you went to another city to work. Well, okay, I got a family. Joe wasn't married, didn't he?
Yes, he was. And I was just a baby.
You were, all right.
Yep.
Well, in July of 64, we head up to North Dakota and work on the missile bases, the Minuteman missile bases. So we get up there, send us to Langdon, North Dakota. Well, Joe and I are lucky enough to get a hotel room or a motel room, 2 beds. And we worked around there for about, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. They decided to move our gang down to Lakewood, North Dakota, which is it's a great place. There's about 700 people. And in that town, there's 2,500 ironworkers working. You can't find a place to sleep. So Joe and I, we talked to everybody we knew. We finally got a farmer to take us into their house.
With a beautiful daughter.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. We rented a room.
With one thing,
So-
do not touch my gun.
So Joe and I go up to the room. It's not a king-size bed. It's not a queen-size bed. And it's only 1 bed. What do you think? Well, okay. And the lady said, well, we'll make a sack lunch. All right.
That's nice, yeah.
Well, we go to work and everything. We have nothing to do in this little town of Lakota, so Joe says, well, let's drive to Devil's Lake. So we had to make special, 2 or 3 times to Devil's Lake. Go to a bar, have a couple beers. We don't have any money because we're sending our money home. So one night, we drive down there, and we're sitting way back. And they had a stage, and they're all farmers. They're wheat farmers up there, and they're having fun, and they got an accordion player up on the stage. Well, you know,
Ah,
Joe was an accomplished accordion player. I mean, a very good one. I didn't know this. Joe says, wait here, I'm going to go up and see if he'll let me play. And I said, oh, this is cool.
yeah. Give me another beer. Yeah.
Gets up on the stage, and guy gives him the accordion, and they talk a little bit. Joe starts playing, and my God, the music that came out of this.
Yeah, oh
and
yeah.
the people are dancing and they're cheering. This is the best part. When he gets done with the song, they throw money on his shoulder. I run again, and I'm on the floor. Another song.
Play another song. Yeah, play another one. Play another one. That's great.
By the end of the time, the guy wanted to
great.
recording back. Joe's going to take his. We go back. We probably got about $6 and 14 cents. Anyway, what was it? 10 cents or 25 cents a beer then. So we were having fun. Come back, and I said, all right. Joe liked to talk, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, and I listened to this every time we went, and I said, well, I'm not going to even contribute to the conversation. I'm going to see how long Joe can talk. Well, he can talk from Devil's Lake to Lakota, and that's about a 15-minute drive, and never take a breath, and didn't give me a those are the two. I have many stories.
Oh, yay!